In this video, I want to look at the corporate principle. Now, this comes under the pragmatics aspect of English language, because if this principle is flouted or broken, then we come under the murky sort of world of implied meanings and how we work them out. So the corporate principle is another way of understanding implied meanings, and it was created by the linguistic Paul Grice. Now what he says there's 4 maxims which we maintain when we're trying to adhere a cooperative conversation, we're trying to be supportive. There's 4 maxims, and there's a quantity, quality, relevance and manner. So quantity is the amount you speak, so you shouldn't speak too much or too little. Quality is the honesty, you got to have a certain amount of honesty in your answer. Relevance is it related to the topic, or are you saying something which is just not relevant? So if you're talking about shoes and suddenly someone comes and says, oh, you know, my house is made out of bricks, it's not relevant. If you want to have a corporate conversation, you stick to the same topic and your responses are relevant to each other's points. And the 4th one, manner, is the way you speak. So at the moment I'm speaking clearly, but if I start suddenly speaking like this or like this, you don't really understand what I'm saying. So that is so if you want a corporate conversation, you gotta speak with the correct manner, and manner may vary depending on each situation. So he says if these are broken or flouted, these maxims, then an implied meaning can be taken out. Now he calls this implied meaning implicature, and so what he's trying to say. Let me give you an example. So a father wants to ask his daughter, have you finished your homework? Now if she responds saying yes, or if she responds saying no, that's adequately fine question and response between the father and the daughter. But if she says yes, I have done all my homework, she's speaking a bit too much, because yes, I have done all my homework is really unnecessary, and it's implying that she probably doesn't like her dad interfering in her homework. Whereas so that would be if she's flouting the principle of quantity. Now if she's flouting the principle of quality, then she might lie and say, yes, I've completely done, when she's still only halfway done her work. So that would be the honesty. So if you're going to speak to each other, honesty, a better example would be if someone said to you, how big is your house? And you said, oh, it's a mansion, 20 rooms and all that. When you live in a 4-bedroom house, then, you know, it's not particularly cooperative, your conversation. It kind of breaks the kind of cooperativeness between the conversation. And then we have the implied meaning, that why is she lying? Is she scared of her dad? Is she insecure? That's why she has to say her house is 20 bedrooms. Why? That's when the implied meanings. What's the relationship between the speaker and the reader, or the speaker and the other participant in the conversation? What's the relationship? Third one is relevance. So if her dad says, I finished your homework, she goes, what time did you say we were leaving again? It's a bit irrelevant to suddenly say, and it also implies that she hasn't done her homework and she's worried about trying to get it on time. So it might be her way of, you know, politely saying, can I have some more time? It's implied meaning. Or if you're saying, how big is your house? And suddenly say, oh my god, I just remembered last night, did you watch that program? It's a bit irrelevant. I mean, it could be implying that maybe, you know, she doesn't want to talk about how she might be feeling very insecure. 4th one is manner. If her father says, have you done your homework? And she replies, yes, I think so. Or, yes, I think so, like, you know, in a different tone or different intonation in the manner she says it. So if she's speaking like that, it might imply that she's scared of her dad, or, you know, she doesn't feel comfortable talking about it. If she's shouting, it might feel that she's being stressed out with her father. So you get implied sort of meanings out of if these maxims are broken. So this is part of the pragmatics part of English, and I hope these Grice's maxims explaining video has helped you. Thank you for watching, and please visit my blog for further information.